My favorite part of the day that makes me smile. Starfield news.
Speaking of modders, Games Radar ran with this headline in a recent article. Bethesda responds to complaints that modders are fixing Starfield faster than the actual devs. And without
Yeah, this is 100% true. Considering the rate that they fix bugs is almost non-existent, and every time they fix a bug, there's only two options. Either it's not actually fixed, or it implemented 3 more bugs. Yeah, I think this is true.
reading a single word of this article, I share that sentiment. Even as someone that has and continues to like this game.
Nice.
Now, official Bethesda fixes and improvements are released in a drip feed pattern, which was then addressed with
Well, a drip feed pattern is technically better than no bug fix, or attempted bug fixes, I should say.
a statement by community manager Robert O'Neill. Quote, official fixes and content.
Yo, this is actually the first time I'm noticing this, but look at the run.
O'Neill, quote,
Dude, it's so janky.
official fix
Oh my lord.
statement by community manager Rob.
This is actually so bad. They just make the legs go like this and the torso go like this. Why? Well, I'm not gonna ask honestly why. Bethesda's answer is probably gonna melt my brain, but wow, I did not know that this is that bad.
Robert
Insane.
O'Neill, quote, official fixes and content additions have to go through lengthy certification and localization processes, especially for consoles, which is why the beta is only available for Steam users.
Bro, that's first of all, that's not even an excuse. Second of all, what kind of lengthy checks? What are we talking about here? Again, every time they fix, and this is, by the way, not even me making stuff up. This is actually the truth. Bethesda implements a bug fix, it doesn't work or it causes more bugs. This is not even a joke. This is actually how things are happening.
Bethesda has also hinted as to more major changes to the game incoming soon, like new ways to travel, which set off another round of discussions as to what it could be and why it wasn't included at launch. In previous videos, I laid out my thoughts on all of this, asking for a rover, possibly to use Vasco, or even a...
I don't think a rover is going to work, because the reality is Bethesda going for realism, which, by the way, nothing in this game is even remotely close to realism. Like, nothing is. Most planets don't have this much just random rocks all around it. It makes no sense. That's not how planets are, okay? So, how are you going to add a rover to this game? How? How exactly are you gonna do it? Because there's just rocks everywhere. You're gonna constantly get stuck on something. And it's probably gonna delete your save for some reason also. So, a rover, I don't think it's happening because most planets have too much just random rocks. Because it's their only decoration on them. I don't think it's going to be possible. They would have to remove the already barren planets and just make them into deserts.
full-blown mech. Please, Bethesda, make that happen. Still, players are wanting huge additions to exploration, difficulty settings, and lots more. What can Bethesda deliver in their next planned 6-week cycle to improve Starfield? I hope to find out soon.
Nothing.
Digging into that new ways to travel teaser dropped by Bethesda, and this Reddit post definitely asked the right question. Why would they ever decide to get rid of a rover in a space game? Now, under the header of "This is official concept art," Reddit user Shoddy Expert 8108 ran into what looks like a sweet-looking 6-wheeled rover concept, which looks to be planet-side, moving across the ice with space-suited explorers just in front, along with a full bevy of spotlights. Now, I don't want to speculate as to their answer to this question, but if this rover concept, or again, something like a system to link up...
I mean, there's a lot of concept art that didn't make it into the game. That's just the reality. There is a lot of concept art that did not make it into the game, okay?
with Vasco, or even just something more elaborate than some sort of jetpack enhancement could be added into the game. This could do wonders for player speed once planetside and could help ease, and to be clear, I didn't just say solve, but to help ease player frustrations with moving between points of interest while exploring. Obviously, we also need help with loading screens, procedurally generated POIs versus handcrafted, more POIs located closer together, etc., etc. But yeah, that rover concept would have been a welcome sight come at launch.
Yeah, again, I think this discussion is kind of absolutely just pointless. There's nothing you can add to Starfield to save the game. Because the fundamentals are just broken. It is what it is. The fundamentals of the game are trash. Adding even 50 new weapons is not going to save it, okay? Adding, I don't know what they can't add anything. That's the point. They can't add anything to actually save the game. It's not happening. The storyline is bland as milk, you know? The dialogue is shitty as it gets. And, well, the skill tree is just completely trash that should be removed. There's not a lot you can do. There's not a lot you can add on top of that to save it. There's no way to add a new coat of paint that actually makes it better.
Who has 3 cents they can spare? That's right, according to Windows Central, Walmart will reportedly throw out physical copies of Starfield if no one buys the disc for 3 cents. Now, I can't confirm any of this, as when I check over at the Walmart site, the game shows discounted, but not at 3 cents a copy. And Windows Central states Walmart will reportedly stop selling physical copies of Starfield within the next few weeks, leading up to the February
That is hilarious, by the way.
5th, 2024 cutoff date. The retailer will discount physical copies of Starfield to an astonishing 3 cents.
Dude, look at this review. Look at this review. Starfield, 2.5 stars. 10 out of 10, my boys. 10 out of 10.
This information was leaked by several sources, according to an internal memo. So
it's amazing how smoothly our mining operation runs with me in charge. I can't recall the last time I've had any major issues. And your head looks like a basketball. It is what it is.
Be on the lookout as to the veracity of this one, but if I could nab one of those Constellation editions...
Why is his teeth black? What the hell has he been doing? Eating coal?
For a few bucks, I wouldn't be opposed to picking it up. One interesting byline I've been...
Wait. Ah, you're finally back. I feel you've been gone for ages. Do you know how tough this job is without assistance? Isn't the first... Okay, so he speaks this line just randomly about how great he is and everything, and how amazing he is at the job, and then he complains to you? Well, again, these dialogues are not just bad, they're completely nonsensical.
For a few bucks, I wouldn't be opposed to picking it up. One interesting byline I've been following with Starfield are these extreme swings in support and anger towards the title. Honestly, I think you've got 3 camps involved with this one. On one
support? I'm pretty sure no one's really supporting Starfield.
Side, you've got the...
I mean, I'm supporting Starfield. I can't wait for the expansion. It's gonna be hilarious. I love Starfield, technically. No, I'm not even kidding. I actually love Starfield. It has been the greatest. It has entertained me for at least 100 hours now. And I have only played the game for 4 hours. It's great. It's unironically great.
Aggressors. It doesn't matter how they've arrived here, but Starfield did not deliver for them, and these players are pissed, usually taking to social media or the review sections and slamming Starfield. On the other extreme, you got the players that love it. They could be fans of Bethesda titles of the past, or maybe just this game, but they defend it with tenacity. Both of these groups are vocal, and both of these groups are in the minority, because the third group, which at least in my research is not engaged with social media, is the majority of Starfield gamers. These men and women just play the damn game at their own pace, doing whatever the...
I'm gonna say that's not even remotely true. Yeah, you have the both extreme groups, the ones that hate Starfield and the ones that really, really like it because they have brain damage. And then you have the people that don't engage with this content. The people who are buying Starfield currently. And, well, you know what they're doing? They're leaving negative reviews because the game's shit. The average person is not stupid enough to actually think that Starfield is a worthwhile product. I'm sorry, they just aren't. It is what it is.
The hell they want to do, and when it comes to the noise, they've got all of that on mute. And my thoughts and research I've done on this topic are further backed up by the most played games list for Microsoft, which still...
Oh, brother, you're talking about the most played games list on Microsoft. Oh, boy. Man, this is... I love when people talk about this, because no one plays Xbox. All of their games are free, and that's pretty much it. Like, look at this. Madden 2024 is actually popular on this platform. You know how insane that is. You know how actually unpopular this game is on average, right?
Which still shows...
Red Dead Redemption. You gotta be kidding me. There's a bunch of loyal followers for this stuff, but again, Overwatch. Dude, if you're gonna tell me, oh, but Starfield's doing good, and the Xbox store, that it's not even at the top?
Starfield sitting in the top 25, or an area that I pay really close attention to, Steam number.
Yeah, it's just not it. Starfield being popular on Xbox is just not it. Like, look at this. It's trying to fight Far Cry 6. Far Cry 6. It's competing with that. Let that sink in. That is not good.
Numbers and Steam charts. Now, according to Steam's own press release, Starfield managed to place in every significant category for 2023. Top sellers, 2023 by gross revenue.
Yeah. That's not surprising. It was a Bethesda game after the success of Skyrim. Man, we were expecting Skyrim in space. Well, we got Skyrim in space, technically. Bruh, the dragon shouts are shit, though.
Revenue. Starfield hits platinum level, which, by the way, is Steam's highest achievement level.
Yeah, but revenue doesn't mean that people like it. Do not misconstrain making money with people liking it.
New releases by gross revenue. Platinum for Starfield. Most played. Platinum. Steam Deck. Platinum. Actually kind of surprised on that one. And then even more surprising, daily active controller players. Starfield again hits platinum.
How much do they have now? Is it below 15k? Again, this is not good. Because Skyrim is outperforming Starfield on player base. Fallout 4 is outperforming Skyrim on player base. It's not doing good. The numbers are big, but it's Bethesda. It's a very well-known AAA developer that had a really good history, and people liked them a lot. And they made it super big with Skyrim.
So clearly there is, or at least was, some sort of monumental force behind Starfield's launch. VG Charts posted a further breakdown of Steam 2023's top games list, which was super interesting. What a surprise! In first place, Baldur's Gate 3 crushing it for gross revenue, $657 million in sales. In second place, Hogwarts, which saw its fair share of release drama, 341.
It actually didn't. There was no real drama about Hogwarts. It was just a bunch of insane people who are probably going to delete their Minecraft characters. Well, they probably already did it because, you know, there's a reason why no one lasts until 40 in that category of people. But yeah, that was pretty much it. They never played the game. They never wanted to play the game. They were just complaining because they're mentally insane.
1 million in sales. And yep, your eyes are not deceiving you. There's Starfield in the 3 spot, $235 million in sales. And then you've got the rest of the top 10, of which, check out Fires of Rubicon at 6th, another game that quietly brought in the players and sold a bunch of games. And then how about Lethal Company and 9th? But back to...
Yeah, Lethal Company is actually unexpected in City Skylines also.
Starfield, and this says to me, there's a player base still playing and enjoying the game, just...
No, it's not. There's a reason you're not showing the Steam numbers of Starfield. There's a reason you're showing sales. Also, I think this does not include refunds, because there were a lot of people that refunded Skyrim. Not Skyrim, but, well, same thing. They refunded Starfield. There were a lot of people who did that. Dude, you had actually big streamers just playing Starfield for 20 hours, calling it shit, and literally refunding it. It was wild and funny. It is what it is, boys. It is what it is.
Not tuning into Twitter and not checking out comment sections for opinions. And how about this for another well-timed transition, because VG Charts also just released their most disappointing games of 2023 rankings. And 2023 was both a banner year for incredible new game releases, and one of those years that as a gamer you just shake your head in disbelief, because we saw a collection of terrible games hit the market.
Yeah, wasn't this actually like pretty much the biggest year for absolutely abysmal game releases? It is what it is.
As well, some of which were so bad they caused the developing studio to close down as well. Anyways, here's the list as they see it. Redfall, which I completely agree with. I tried it.
By the way, also made by Bethesda, and Bethesda fanboys are going to be like, "No, Redfall is not made by the." There's a video where Todd Howard literally says that they were responsible for Redfall from start to finish. Bethesda overlooked every single minor decision that studio made. Yeah, Bethesda is not is not the studio that made it. Bethesda literally decided everything that happens with this piece of garbage. And then there's the Indiana Jones one. And if you have not seen it, Bethesda's overseeing that one, baby. Oh yeah. Todd Howard himself, the Snake Oil Lord himself, the Snake Oil Jesus, is making the Indiana Jones game. And if you're watching this channel, you already know my opinion about the game, because we took apart the trailer and, well, more. And it is an absolute disgraceful, disgusting, woke piece of garbage. Oh yeah. You literally have one of the lead developers of the game that's responsible for story direction or something like that saying, "This is for modern audiences." Well, they have like they look like a literal whatever the hell they're supposed to look like, it type of person, and they have like a rainbow something on them. Bro, it's over. It's over for Indiana Jones. It looks terrible.
It out at launch and refunded out after about 45 agonizing and boring minutes of gameplay. Forspoken, again, I'm on board with this one. I reviewed it, got in about an hour before refunding. This hit the news a while ago, but Luminous Productions, the outfit behind Forspoken, was merged back into Square Enix after this disastrous launch. They've included Starfield.
Oh, Forspoken, I remember that one. I did not check that. I remember it existing, but
Field on their list of nominations, of course. Then you've got The Lord of the Rings Gollum. Incredibly terrible game, causing Daedalic Entertainment to close its doors. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, I'm assuming for the single-player campaign.
Yeah, we kind of know about all of that.
I'm right there with VG Charts when they start to discuss things like being cautious. And I do like the fact that they've referenced both 2077 and No Man's Sky, because I think a lot of viewers have forgotten both of those games had a lot of promises leading up to launch and were both pretty disastrous when they first hit the market. It just stings to see Starfield make their top pick, but I can be honest with myself, and in some areas of their argument...
Hey, No Man's Sky tried to fix things. Cyberpunk tried to fix things. Starfield developers are in the comment section on the Steam review page telling people that they're stupid for not playing the game properly and that they should be thankful and licking Todd Howard's boots for it being realistic. Okay? Not the same. Not the same at all. Anyway, that was Leighton and Buzz Lightyear. It is what it is. Beautiful Skyrim coverage. Not Skyrim, Starfield. It doesn't matter. God, I love Starfield. I love it so much. It is the dude. Every day that there's Starfield, I'm just happy. Okay, Every time there's someone just trying to say Starfield good, I'm so pumped. You know, I love it. I can't wait for the expansion. Honestly, that's what I'm waiting for. I want the expansion. It's gonna be an amazing experience. I'm not even gonna buy the expansion, by the way. I'm not, because I know already it's gonna be shit. It's gonna be by the same people who are currently writing 15 novella pages about why their writing is not shit. It's great. Anyway, this is Quizzer Said 7. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.